Good morning, guys. My name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a single woman from Rochester in Kent. I vlog my everyday life and I try to keep a smile on my face even when everything seems like crap. So today it's Wednesday and let's tell you what has happened so far this morning. Well, the guy upstairs is getting up really early, so I'm getting woken up when he gets up because his feet are quite heavy and they will, go across the ceiling, and that's natural, and people have got to go to work, etc. So I don't mind that, but because the place isn't soundproof, when somebody above you gets up really early in the morning, you get woken up as well. It's not the guy's fault, 'cause he's probably got to go to work early, and that's it. I've got a smile on my face, haven't I? So I get up, then go to the bathroom, lie back down, and then I think it was about 7:30, you've got the recycling bin lorry coming down the road. It's like that song, Park Life. I get woken up every morning by the bin men. So, the recycling bin, 7:30, goes into the bin store. My bedroom is right underneath the bin store. So bang, 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 wallop at 7:30. I don't get up at 7:30. No, might have even been 6:30. I don't know. I don't remember. All I know is I didn't get up. I carried on resting, snuggled up with my little doggy there who cuddles up underneath his flat fleece blanket, which is next to my bed. So we both don't get disturbed. I've lived in this place for 3 years, and what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And basically I've got used to the noise. Sometimes when you've got a headache, you don't feel well, it does piss you off, but you just get on with it. So, let's go back to last night, and I'd obviously been receiving quite disturbing messages. I went out and I wasn't scared, I didn't feel like I was in danger. It was annoying and upsetting, the messages I was getting, because the person is obviously mental. They've got a mental health problem. And I feel sorry for people with mental health problems, that you need to keep making up things, saying you've been to places, stealing other people's photographs and pretending you're somebody else. They must have a really, really bad life. And I just wish they'd get help instead of latching themselves onto me, because it's not a game. It's not funny. I mean, today they've told me they're going to the Netherlands for a week. The Netherlands, right? I said, what are you doing on a dating site if you're trying to date women and you're never available? I mean, they're just shooting off to the Netherlands this morning for a week. Yesterday they were having a kitchen fitted. Honestly, yesterday they were having a brand new kitchen fitted, right? And now they're going to leave that brand new kitchen and home behind and go and shoot off to the Netherlands. It's just unbelievable. I don't believe it. So I'd gone into the co-op yesterday. I'd spoken to Kim. She made references to my son and how nice looking it was. And I'm not, Kim says things. She says like, oh, there's a woman with a chihuahua. It would be nice for you to have a female chihuahua for your male chihuahua, right? And she mentioned it twice, and I said, look, if the woman hasn't got it, the woman hasn't got it. Maybe the woman doesn't want to part with her dog. You know, chihuahuas are expensive. Some people need to talk to people because their life is to them not good enough. They invent things. They tell lies. To them it isn't a lie. To them it is the truth. They have a mental health illness. They have something wrong. They're not satisfied with themselves. They're not satisfied with their own life. So they invent things and make up things that aren't true. But then when people come to collect, like you say, I've got something for you, and they haven't, it's all in their head and they've made it up, then they realise that what they're doing is wrong. Because you can invent everything, but then if it isn't there when the person comes to get it, what are you going to do? You're going to look silly. You're going to look worse than maybe living by yourself in a flat and being lonely. You're going to look nasty. So the person is ill. That is why I'm not cross. I'm not going around getting cross and angry, because the person that's doing this to me is severely ill. They need help. You know, so the first text of the day, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna say what I say to them, because I'm sick of it. So the first thing this morning, I get texted. I am flying to the Netherlands now at lunchtime, working there until Friday. Good morning, I just wanted to wish you a very pleasant day, and then they're telling me they're jetting off to the Netherlands. I'd rather be on my own than someone that tells lies. That is the truth. You never know where you are with a liar, do you? You never know when they're telling the truth and when they're not. And when it comes to them needing help or real friendship and real love and support, they won't get any. And they'll keep searching and searching and searching and upturning so many people's lives with their lies. They'll never find happiness. All they're doing is upsetting other people because their life is to them not good enough. So they think, oh, I'm going to say I've got this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to upset somebody else, because they have problems and they're upset with themselves and their own life. That is why I'm not getting cross with them anymore. They are not well. They've got a problem, and until they go and get help for it, no one's going to believe a word they say. So that was the first text of today. I'm expecting a phone call from victim support. I can call victim support at any time of the day. I'm trying to cope with this stalking, lying pervert that's upsetting me. I had another text off Flirt Finder with a very hideous man with big ears. That was trying to frighten me, making out these big, horrible, nasty looking men are interested in me, so I take my photos off of Flirt Finder. I know what they're doing. And he was texting me, oh, would you like my phone number? I think it's someone down this street. They could be possibly living in the same block of flats as myself. They're a fantasist, they're a liar, and they need to leave me alone. I don't know what their problem is, but it's getting to the point where these texts I'm getting, as something going on in these flats and outside of them when I get them. So I'm getting these messages. Next door with a dash hound comes out, and after I receive one of the texts, and it starts barking and howling down the corridor after I'm receiving texts to WhatsApp this morning. Next door with the dash hound. Another message went ping, and then someone started messing around in the bin store and clanking around and slamming the bin lid shut and the door banging. Right, Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and a very happy birthday to the microwave oven. The first home model was sold on this day in 1955. It didn't sell well, perhaps because microwavable trays didn't go on sale until 1986.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 8:56 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Wednesday, the 25th of October.
Alexa, so what's the weather like?
Right now in Rochester, it's 11 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today's forecast has showers, with a high of 13 degrees and a low of 8 degrees. Also, there's a yellow warning for rain in effect until Wednesday 25th of October, 10 a.m.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire? Frostbite.
Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include American singer, songwriter and actress Katy Perry, British actress Mia Goth, New Zealand actor Anthony Starr, American musician, drummer in Red Hot Chili Peppers Chad Smith, and American singer, songwriter, record producer, dancer, actress, and fashion model Kira.
Right guys, so going back to yesterday, I went out in the evening in the pitch black by myself with nobody with me, and all I had on me was that tiny little personal alarm and a torch. And there was a man hovering in the dark near bushes, and a dog jumped all over my leg. And no one can see anything in the dark, that's why they do it. In the morning, before he came in upstairs at 5 o'clock, no trouble. He was out all day till 5 in the evening. So in the morning, no trouble. In the afternoon, no trouble. When he comes home at 5 o'clock, I get jumped on by a dog, and I could have got run over in the dark. Could have. He comes home, he goes onto his balcony, he smokes, and he starts coughing. Started that again, because I met my son on Friday. And it's not the first time he's done it either. When my son took me out last year, before my son would collect me and take me to the seaside, he would start being a nuisance, making rude noises, coughing. He's got sons. He's got 4 boys. When he's got his kids round, I don't go on the balcony and make a nuisance of myself. I feel like he's bullying me. I feel like he's like some kind of guard, like keeping me, look, I feel like I'm isolated in my flat since that noise started in 2020. His kids running across the ceiling yelling, shouting, sounding like they were breaking up the flat. I used to very often have conversations with my son and other people. I don't know what to do. The noise is so bad. It sounds like someone's breaking the flat upstairs and screaming. Very often. Now it's stopped. He's getting up at 5:30 in the morning and he's coming back at 5 o'clock in the evening. So maybe he's found himself a job. Last night I felt pissed off. I didn't feel scared. I felt fed up of it all. It's just got to the stage where I'm just fed up with it. Like, go away. If you think I've done something, come and tell me or do something about it. Stop this incessant on my back every day. I've gone past being scared. Every single day. Anyway, I comes back in the dark. I'm wet, I'm tired, I'm fed up, and next door start being noisy. Her kids start running around near my front door, and I'm thinking, don't you touch my doormat, don't you pull the stickers off my door. I've got two little kids running up and down near my front door. And they're loud, and they're being loud. It sounds like they're bashing the back of my living room wall. And then they start cooking a meal at 9 o'clock in the evening next door, and you can smell it. And it's obviously just before you go to bed. So I've got the stench of like beef stew in my living room and bedroom. They were cooking at 9 o'clock last night, and it stank of like beef stew in my flat last night. Beef stew. And someone had been asking me what I was eating. And next door decides to cook a meal at 9 o'clock in the evening. And it makes me feel sick, it makes me feel lightheaded, it smells. So their kitchen is right near my living room and bedroom. So you've got their food stench in my bedroom. And my dad very often used to say, when he was living at Durrell Gardens, that he could smell upstairs cooking. Smell their cooking, and it made him feel sick and ill. He said, I don't know what they're cooking, Ness, but it really stinks. Mixed with cannabis, mixed with drugs, the smell of cannabis and cooking. My dad used to get it. I told you, one of his neighbours used to start doing do-it-yourself at 2 and 3 in the morning, start drilling walls and banging. And then my dad said to my mum, he said, can you go round there and tell her? Because he was disabled and with a walking stick. So my mum had to go and knock on her door and say, what are you doing? I don't know what they think they're doing. It's like witches, you know, it's like witches. It's what witches do, like concoct their potions, their smelly stink. It's not normal what they're doing. And why can't they leave me alone? Have a good day. And then make your life so miserable and deprive you of everything, thinking you're going to go out and do something bad. It's just someone with so much time on their hands, they've got nothing to do. They've got no life at all, have they? If they've got to text me first thing in the morning, oh, I'm jetting off to the Netherlands. Oh, I live in Scotland. I'm just off down Newcastle way. I went through about 6 of these profiles, and 5 or 6 of them came from Scotland. They come from Newcastle upon Tyne, and they're telling me they come from somewhere else. So they forget the lies they've told. On their profile, it's got they come from Scotland. And then when they transfer over to WhatsApp, they start talking about somewhere else. And remember that when I was getting that takeaway nuisance, people were ordering takeaways and not paying for them. It was a Scottish voice. It was a Scottish woman. A Scottish woman's voice, wasn't it? So they think because they live in Scotland, they can't get caught. Anyway, I'm not going to let this idiot upset me. It's obviously a woman because they like their little emoticons, their little devils with horns, their little smiley faces, and all their little kisses. It's obviously a deranged woman. And why they've latched on to me, I don't know. It's dangerous. But obviously, if they do come from Scotland, I don't think they're like I'm likely to bump into them. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take Max out later on. I've got victim support calling me up today. Me, Crystal. See you later.